I'm Chris Geiger. Welcome to No Movies in Hell.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and today we are reviewing The Hatching, Finnish film. Wait, is it right? Or is it Danish film?
No, I think it's finished.
Finnish.
And it came out a couple months ago
Yeah.
in theaters, not in theaters for very long.
Yeah, it was probably one of those that I think like it probably had a 1 or 2 week run. And I'm trying to think of was it one of those that was out during like Morbius or like Spider-Man where Spider-Man had 90% of the theaters and then it was like one dedicated to like one screening of this movie and like one screening of another like small film.
Right. I don't remember, but I do. I mean, it certainly wasn't out long enough in
Yeah.
theater. It was a horror movie. It is a horror movie. It looked interesting. I like foreign films, of course. We talk about that a lot. I don't normally like horror movies though. So it definitely looked like a creature movie from the trailer. And it was a creature movie. I thought it was really well done. I really liked the aesthetic
Yeah.
and how those like Northern European movies do that very well. They have a very like specific look. Like Gretel and Hansel has a very specific look.
Yes.
Midsommar has a very specific look. Although that's not, I mean that
Yeah, that's horror. They're all
yeah.
they're all horror.
Yeah. But just from a design perspective, I really like that. And this had a very specific look. I liked that everything was so curated in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, her obsession with social media. Or,
Yes.
you wonder if social media didn't exist, would her house still look like that? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe. Maybe she just has that personality. Um,
Yeah. I really like that aspect of this movie of like the mom who's like the influencer and how everything needs to be curated and perfect. It's kind of bizarre. Like, yeah, and how everything is curated. It looks like it was shot on like a camera or something that was just pure digital.
mm.
Because a lot of like the depth would come through. I didn't know what to expect because I saw the trailer like many months ago, and then it was on Hulu. So I decided to watch it one Friday night, and I thought it was very interesting.
And the weirdness of it being a foreign movie. So you don't know what's weird to me versus what would be weird to someone who lives in Finland who's watching this as just a normal horror movie.
Yes.
So the thing that made me laugh in the middle of the movie and really took me out of the movie was she's having this sort of meltdown in the bathroom. And her brother comes and knocks on the door and says, I have to use the bathroom. And she says, go outside. Now they live in a very nice suburban like neighborhood where all the houses kind of look the same and it's very the neighborhood is very curated and
Hmm.
they clearly live in at least a 4 bedroom house because the wife does not sleep in the same room as the husband.
Hmm.
So they must have at least 4 bedrooms. So they only have one bathroom in this house. A, 4 bedrooms, one bath, very nice suburb. But B, the response is go outside. As if that's
Yeah.
just the normal thing. Like, oh, well, we only have one bathroom because everyone goes outside if they need to use the bathroom when it's already occupied. I was like,
Yeah.
that
Or
was not
maybe
in keeping.
I feel like there were some points to this movie where I think were lost in translation. Like some things just did not make sense to me. Like, and maybe something is like very cultural. So of course the mom is very like passive aggressive and she's like, oh yeah, like I'm taking off and I'm like, there's this guy. And the dad was just pretty much like, okay. He didn't fight back, he didn't do anything. He was like, basically, I'll take the son and then you take the daughter and we'll figure everything out. And it was just so that exchange was very weird, but like even the undertones of how the young girl is I don't know if the egg is a manifestation of all her fears and how she can't really fight back um her feelings and like tell her mom what she really wants to do or like have a sense of control and this baby bird kind of thing, hybrid thing, is kind of that manifestation of control and anger and all this other stuff. Um, yeah, I just felt like this movie was a huge disconnect. And maybe it was like a language or translation barrier, because I just feel like so many things were just not okay.
I definitely felt like the appearance of this bird and the egg and like her is her like going through puberty and like
Hmm.
having all of those hormonal things happening. Plus, like she's also very controlled by her mother. She wants everything to be perfect, but she also has like, just normal feelings for a kid
Hmm.
that she's not really allowed to express. And she does see what's happening with her mom and her dad and this other guy. And it's weird to me that the other guy, yeah, the dad is okay with it, but the other guy's okay with it too. Like, oh, you're already married, but you're coming to my house all the time, and
Yeah.
you're actually changing my house. You're
Yes.
making my house look like your house. Like
Yeah.
the nursery looks like her old house. If I were that dude, I'd be like, what are you
Hmm.
what are you doing? Um, because obviously if you want to leave your husband where you have already like created this life, you don't want to leave him and then just create the exact same life over here. Or
Yep.
if you do, then why?
Yeah. There were just so many things that were just like,
Let's go to the slides.
yay, I'm so curious to see what you gave this film. Okay.
So 24, I thought the little girl was so good. Like she was amazing as an actress, and she didn't have a ton of dialogue. Like it all had to be
Yeah.
kind of her manifesting these emotions, and I thought she was really great. I thought the mom, when she had that freak out in the car.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That was some good acting there. I thought the daughter did a really good job as the hatching, like as the creature in her movements and
Mm.
things like that were really good. I thought it was just okay. I didn't know what to expect, so I just kind of went into this blindly. Yeah, as I mentioned, I think that there was a little bit of lost in translation on my end. I tried to piece together some things. I'm like, some things like just didn't make sense to me. But I think, going to your point of like, this is puberty, this is, trying to find herself and also dealing with a lot of complex adult issues, as kind of put on her by her mom.
Yeah, the and also I because it's foreign, I give it the benefit of the doubt. Like if I don't understand
Mhm.
something, I think, oh, that must just be me. That's probably very good. The other thing, well, there were two things. So the one is like how open the mom is about her relationship with the new boyfriend. And she wants to like talk with her daughter about it as if she's
Yeah, like girl
her
talk.
age. Yes. And then the other thing is when she has that sort of episode in her room and her dad comes in and he sees like all this blood and feathers. And he's
Hmm.
just like, okay. And he
Yes.
just walks out. It's like that part did seem odd, like or like more odd than you could really give the benefit of the doubt because it's foreign too, right? Like that is
Yeah.
in
He's not
whatever
asking
country you're
questions.
in. If you came into your daughter's room and there was that much blood and feathers, you would not think that anything normal was happening. Like,
Oh, yes, definitely.
right. I really like the story. I definitely recommended this to a ton of people. I was like, if you can get to see it, get to see it. So I'm glad it's on Hulu.
Yes.
And the hair and makeup, like the feathers, like just like the way they did the bird face, and
Oh,
especially when she was transitioning, I thought that was so good.
it was pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Do you have any anything to plug in this episode?
Well, we will soon be having our first best of summer. So, you know, looking at our past couple months worth of material and figuring out what is the top movie of summer 2022.
I feel like we've seen a lot this year.
Yes, very much so.
Yes. And we've had a lot of good like movie adjacent things.
Mhm.
So like the Q&As and like the
Events.
yeah. It's been a fun summer.
Yeah. How about you? What do you have to plug?
Well, we are coming up on our 100th episode.
100.
So I was putting the files in the other day, and I think it said like for number of movie tags, like they're tags that I've used of the tag movie review. It was
Mhm.
96.
Oh
So
my gosh.
up very quickly on our 100th episode. So
We
I
got to
don't
do
know what
something
that
special.
means, like in terms of but yeah, so I think that's exciting. Maybe we'll do something special for 100. All right, everyone, stay tuned for more news and our next episode. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.